to the gym if you want to work out. Which, okay. I won't see you there. I'm in my backyard in a few iguanas. Yeah, so I was thinking about when Noam was talking about like mom. She was talking about her mom. And my mom likes to call babies pina coladas.
What?
Does your mom do that? It's a weird thing. The other thing that's weird is my mom doesn't drink, which makes perfect sense. Because babies are just like pina coladas, right? Like everyone thinks they want one until they have it, and then they're like, this is disgusting, I'm gonna puke. But it's not the baby, it's just the one that pukes. You guys are all like embarrassedly laughing because you don't want to admit that you don't want babies. It's okay, like, you should laugh at that one, have babies. I held a newborn the other night and I was like nervous about it. I was like, because I'm gonna be 40 this year, stop. Really looking forward to it. I'm living at home with my parents. We're having a birthday party in my backyard. I'm not even fucking kidding. You're all excited. We're gonna get a roller skate. It's really gonna happen. You're psyched about it. I know you are. I can't wait. But yeah, so I held this baby and I was like, I don't even care. Like I just kept waiting for the mom to take it back, which by the way, she like never did. Like that girl was like, bye. On her phone, like doing TSLE, like, I'm at the beach, party! And I was like, your kid is shitting up a storm on my lap right now. Can you come get it? And then she was great on it. Like, you don't want to, like, ask. You don't, like,
yeah.
Like, I'm done with this baby. Okay? It's not mine. Can you have it? She's like, oh yeah, sure. Like, that's embarrassing. Now this kid thinks I hate him. There's another man out there thinking I hate him. That's the last thing I need. Everything's going great. Everyone out here is doing great. Feel free to get up anytime to get wine. The concessions here are cheaper than anywhere on Atlantic Avenue. Get you some popcorn, okay? Then go to the gym tomorrow. You know who's gonna take you. All right, our next performer coming to the stage. Listen, show y'all. You're getting everything. Reading, writing, poetry, stand-up, you're gonna feel things. Our next performer, her name is Jen Axius. She has a book. I mean, I'm like, intro done. Jen has a book. She is a Haitian American author, artist, designer, and speaker. Butterfly in the Rain, published July 2017. I know you can get it at that bookstore we were at, right? In Lake Worth? Can you get it? You're gonna be able to get it there soon. I'm gonna go drop off like 20 copies. Jen lives in West Palm Beach, Florida, performs her poetry. She's working on her sophomore collection. That means her second book. Y'all give it up for Jen Axius.
Hey guys! So, as she said, I am a writer, not a comedian, so I'm gonna make you feel things. I'm gonna speak on, I don't know, going with the theme of the hour is Feminist Happy Hour, and I wanna speak on just the treatment of Black women and their bodies and consent. So, yeah. Ow! Here we go. The first one is a tribute to Sandra Bland. Sandy. Some days I can't stop crying. Some days I feel like a zombie, a ghost. Some days I can still feel the chokes. The scene is on a constant loop. Sandy, I could have been you. I feel ashamed when I am weak, when I can barely breathe. Sandy, I know you are here. I tried to survive through the fear. No one understands. Sometimes I don't. I saw him and I wanted to hide, fearing that I'd be a threat once again in his eyes. I've written letters to him, burned them, and prayed to be released from it all. Fear is what he wanted. Fear is what I have been left with. I begged to see the lesson, to find the blessing in my loss that night. All I have is my story. I'm afraid to fight. Fighting for myself nearly got me killed. Sandy, when will this country be healed? All I have is my story, so I shall speak. For when I am dead, they will know where I stand. Woo! So if you can't tell, I was a victim of police brutality, and which caused PTSD and caused me to have like panic attacks and things like that. So I wrote that poem in response to that. And here's another poem in that vein. Nothing romantic about the moment. Naked, but I had a change in heart. You refused to accept my words. Your hand stopped my voice, my breath from ending things. Choking showed me I had no power over my body. The rain surrounding us poured down violently. Inside, I am screaming. In the distance, the ocean waves crashing, taking place of the tears, fear I couldn't show on my face. I have since brought others to my grave where you killed me. None of them seem to notice my dead body. So when we walk past, I act like nothing ever happened. I drive past you like nothing ever happened. You picked up a hobby of panhandling, pretending to be homeless, to feed your addiction, something you learned in rehab. People call you crazy. I never called you crazy. Is that crazy? 1,000 miles from home, I am alone, speeding on the way to my destination. I see red and blue lights in my rear view, no sirens. I am silent. He speaks politely, asks for my information, and I comply. He hands me my ticket with my identification. I finally release my prolonged exhalation. This is when the storm takes over me. I begin crying, hyperventilating uncontrollably, remembering the last time I was violated by someone who was hired to protect me. He wore a uniform too. Although the rage in his eyes wasn't supposed to be a part of his suit, I remember attempting to defend my right to police the treatment of my body. Instead, I am choked once again to be reminded that I have no power. He made sure I knew that in his eyes I was nobody. That night, yet another part of me died. More than a year later, far away from that gravesite, I still cry, trying to stay alive, trying to behave. This polite officer says, "I'm sorry, but we are not all that way." So this is the last one, and this is in the vein of what do you do when you are a bystander to someone being hurt and you didn't even know it. So here goes. Who could have known that he'd steal your soul? Certainly not me. I had no clue that he'd run off with your voice. Didn't know it wasn't your choice. Forgive my deaf ears. It seems I couldn't hear your screaming. Cast out alone with no way home, I lay in the bed blissfully dreaming. The sun comes up. I search for you with no luck. A call with terrible news struck my heart, and suddenly I am a statue with no idea of what to do, torn apart because I wasn't there, didn't understand, and now your blood is on my hands.